Alright, so we're just gonna get into this, honestly. So, this is in hard mode, so that's one thing to know before you guys go crazy over that. This is in extreme. The reason why it's in hard mode is because I got invited from one of the players. Now, the thing is, it takes some time to get into one of these raids for some reason, because there's a lot of people who just don't want to join you for some reason. I don't know why exactly, but I'm actually just going to do it with what I have here, and then I'll probably make my own specific video on doing like extreme and just going about it. But basically how this new boss raid or world event raid happens, like what you're gonna do with it, is that there's a whole team. You know, there's 4 players that you basically want to have, because it does get hard in extreme if you don't have 4 players. But if you have 4 players, you can honestly beat this pretty easily. But there are specific teams. So right now it seems like someone isn't loading in fully yet, so we're just kind of waiting. So while this just waits, I'll actually just talk about this whole event. So basically, there are a couple teams that you can run for this. Now, shout out to GC Database. They did provide the information for this. So commonly seen teams so far are the teams that you're seeing right here. The team that I have currently is Green Demon Melly, Green Escanor, and then we have, what's her name? I forgot her name. Valenti. So Valenti is the other one. So basically, this is how I go. So one of them did disconnect, unfortunately. So you have 4 players. Whoever does the most damage is the top 1 player on this. So we're gonna go ahead and just do let's just do this. We'll do this for now and do that. So the way this works is that this name is PURINGPOOH. I don't know who thought of this name, but he has 3 forms. So he has one form that is a red form, which we'll call it his base form. His second form would be this purplish pink form. I would say that's his second form. Then I would say his highest form, which is the actual purple. I'd say purple, yeah. That is his like strongest form. So the thing about it is you have to make sure that if you do the more damage you do, the easier it is for him to drop down to his lower ranking or lower base, which is better because he won't be as strong and he doesn't hit as hard. So it's a good thing to know, because if you can get into that form and you get your ults out pretty fast, then you will do a lot of damage. So if you do a lot more damage, you'll be the main, number 1 on the top of the spot. So let's just say I'm number 1 right now, but then you'll see, so he went to his base form. So right here, if we ult him, it's going to do a lot of damage. So we're going to do that right now as well. So we're just going to see how much damage we'll do, but he can ult us as well. Now, one thing to note is that every form, so unfortunately we couldn't, because he is an AoE attack unit or attack enemy that takes away ult gauges. So that's one thing to know. So let's just do this for now. Let's do this, and then let's do this, because we want to get Escanor's ult as quickly as possible as well. But the more damage you do, of course, the more number 1 spot you'll be in. But you can see, like, there's only 3 players right now, and we're not doing that crazy much damage. And you can see, like, on his top health bar, doesn't do that crazy damage. But for the next turn, we have 2 ults. Hopefully he doesn't take it away, because if he doesn't take it away, then we should be good to do a lot of damage, since he's in his like base form. So let's just see. So good. So my turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. We'll do that, and then we'll do that. So let's see how much we're gonna do. I'm assuming, all right, so 186,000. Escanor is probably gonna do maybe the same, 251,000, plus Meliodas is like normal attack, so another 58,000. So if you add that all together, I'd be doing a lot of damage there. And then of course that's gonna go on my base or my points. So I'm doing 77% of the work right now. So as you can see, like the 2% and the 20% that these people are doing isn't really doing much. So I'm kind of just carrying the team currently. So that's basically how this goes, though. Like, you just keep on playing, and you have to know, like, every player has a certain amount of damage that they can do. Personally, we're not going to finish this, just because I can tell that even though I'm doing pretty decent damage, the second player that I have with me probably isn't doing anything. So that is one thing to know. Like, we already lost two I guess what we would call them, yeah, 2 allies basically. So you have to be very careful in how you do this. You have to have really good CP, because you don't want to have anything personally lower than 160k. So if you have anything lower than that, then you're basically going to be screwed for this. So you have to be very careful in what you're doing with this as well. So like certain teams like Valenti, Escanor, and Demon Melly are super good to use, just because, one, they're all green units, because this boss is a blue unit. So if you can go ahead and get green units on a team, you would be able to do pretty good damage. So The team I'm running specifically is green DBZSkills, green Escanor, green Valenti, and green Alioni. The reason why I'm running Alioni is because his passive strengthens green units for 10% more. So the more damage you can do, the better it is for you to finish this event. So let's just see how much more we can do, because realistically, I don't know if we're gonna actually finish this, because we might lose. This possibly, I don't know. We might lose. I don't know. This is tough. It's tough to say, because if my ally, my partner right here, can get ults as well pretty quickly, we could possibly finish this. So he is in his lowest base form, so this is the best time to do a lot of damage. So I have to get my ults out quickly, as long as he doesn't take my ult gauges away. But it's not too crazy in my opinion. I don't think it's like super hard. I think personally there are other things that were harder in this game so far. So we did 376,000. Jeez, we did a lot of damage there. This green DBZSkills is definitely perfect for this, so that's good to know. So I'm doing a lot more damage. I'm doing 69% of the work, 71% now. But now he's in this form, so you have to be careful. In this form, he can be pretty dangerous as well. But his highest form is even crazier, so you have to be very careful. So he has 3 turns basically. So if you can see on the bottom right, he has 3 turns until he turns back to his one of his other forms. So you have to note that like you have to do more damage without him turning into his crazy form. So if we can do the more damage part, then he'll go back to his base form. So that's good to know, because if he can get back to his base form, then he won't do the crazy attack damage he does and all like the debuffs that he can do and stuff like that. But for his base form and purple forms, they from both of their weaknesses, they do have his ult, so that he can take out our ult gauges and just takes us out pretty quickly. So it's good to know. But his AoE can rank us down, like I said, so you have to be very careful with that. You can't really avoid it, but he took out, look at that, he took Valenti's ult gauge out, so you have to be very careful with that. We'll do that, and do that. So hopefully Escanor's ult can do a pretty good amount of damage from this, just to see, maybe. Alright, 241, that's not bad. I'm doing the most damage. But even on extreme, it's not too hard, as long as you have good units and good teammates. But even this seems like it's a little struggle in my opinion, but that's because we only have 2 people on the team. If we had 2 more people, this would be super easy, but unfortunately we don't. We only have 2 of us right now currently, but we have an ult from DBZSkills. We should be good with that, so we can do perfect. So let's do this. We'll do this, we'll do a 2-star, and then we'll do an ult from here. And the ult should definitely finish him off for sure. Hopefully if my teammate can get some ults as well or something, but I'm doing the most damage, 69% of the whole team right now currently. Alright, so 203,000. Alright, so we didn't finish it off, but he is going to go back into his normal form after I think the next turn, so we have to finish him off quickly. So we're almost done actually, so super close. Very close actually. I think we can win it right here actually. So let's do our 1-stars here, and then let's focus with that, and hopefully this finishes him off, because hopefully my teammate can do some damage, or maybe I can possibly finish it off right. Look at that health though, look at that. Maybe, boom, perfect, 43,000. So we held the team, we carried it of course, but if it was extreme, I don't think I'd carry the team personally, because it is kind of hard when you want to carry. You have to do the most damage, so it is RNG for your cards, and hopefully you can have a pretty good strategy to get it done. But unfortunately, this wasn't hard. I do want to try extreme in another video. I just don't have time for that, and it is annoying because they are having bug issues and stuff like that. So I did 2.7 million damage, so that's crazy. I basically carried the whole thing. But we got 16 coins. So a good thing to know is that these coins can get you rewards. So the rewards that you can get are going to be hammers, SSR pendants, clothing, level ups as well, so those kinds of things as well. And then we also have a part 2 ticket. So this is all right here. If we go all the way down here to the last tab, you can get 1 SSR part 2 ticket for 100 coins, which I'm actually going to be really close to it soon. And then we can get other things like these clothing rank up stuff, so you want to worry about that as well. SSR pendants, SR pendants, rare pendants, and so on. So you want to get as much as you can out of here, because for however long this is going to be out, you want to grind out everything on this. So 30 tickets I have. I I can actually run extreme when I want. I'm gonna do it for another video, but I did get invited to this one for hard, so I'll take it. But that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, if you guys have any kind of questions, if you guys need any help building teams, make sure to follow me at DBZSkills on Twitter, and of course comment down below if you guys need any kind of help, or if you guys did enjoy today's video. Drop it with a like if you guys did enjoy, and of course subscribe to the channel because they're brand new. And hopefully we'll get more into this PURINGPOOH I guess world event battle, and hopefully I can help you guys out as much as possible with teams and everything else as well. But that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys next time.